PM PST here, everybody. Hi, welcome, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ladiva Deluxe, Lada for short, or Elaina Glam. That's here on Mondays and Wednesdays. But today's Friday. That means Fridays are a drag. And in today's video, we're doing this look by Lady Camden. Hopefully you remember if you watched the Drag Race, Rupauls Drag Race season 14. This was a wedding look from a current episode. It was a mirror challenge. So I did this look, kind of sort of looking like her. So if you guys are interested to see how I did this, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of all new videos I upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and also go live some Mondays. So follow me on social media, the links are down below, as well as my Patreon group. So like, comment, subscribe, it's good for the algorithm. And let's get right into this fabulous tutorials, aunties. So I've got my eyebrows covered, my eyebrow tattoo, the remains of it, and I'm going to start with Revolution Matte Base F10, just because it's full coverage and it's my current to pen. I'm trying to pen this, almost done actually. So let's do the full coverage first. I have no receipts of how Lady Camden does her makeup.
Do the rest of the eyelid. How's that? Wicked! Excellent! I think that deserves a sit it out. I might have gone a little crazy today. In fact, I've gone very crazy. Then I'll go over it with brown again to sort of marry them all together.
Except I think she does her foundation first. And the kind of look, this is like very whimsical, so definitely needs to be a base first. And there's no eyebrows, which is great. I'm just trying to find a new combination of concealers because I always use Kimchi Chic, but so I just want to switch it up. I got this Juvia's Place that's really light, almost white. It's number 21, and I have a LA Colors, which is very drying, but very full coverage in color porcelain. Mix them together. I like mixing things. And I'm going to highlight just the usual way. So when I look at her, I don't see a lot of deep contour. So I'm just going to go with Glam Color and Sculpt Stick. And I think it's in the color dark, I'm pretty sure. It said it somewhere, but anyway. It's not the deepest I have, but we can always deepen it with bronzer. She's not very bronzed though, I'm looking. She has like mostly blush. I don't see much. Well, her forehead is covered with a headpiece. I got my headpiece, you wanna see? Aluminum foil. I mean, that's the only mirror I have. It's gonna be like crafty the house done boots. Probably the craftiest outfit you ever seen me wear. Well, aluminum foil is a great costume builder in my world. So her nose contour doesn't look that extreme. So we're just gonna do a little bit of contour. I'm not gonna darken the tip to make my nose look shorter because she's got quite a bit of a nose. I mean the longer nose. Her nose is like skinnier but longer. So I'm just gonna leave it as is. Just to make my nose appear a little bit longer, if it's possible. Okay, so I set it as my usual Airspun. So for powder contour, I'm gonna go to my NYX palette, which I haven't used in a while. And I feel like I just want to go back to some products I haven't used in a while. This is a very good contour palette. I'm just gonna go in between 2 deep colors on the right side, pretty much. Like, I'm trying not to make it too deep because Lady Camden doesn't really contour that deeply, it looks like it. So I'm gonna go with a little bit of bronzer in the same palette. Just for the heck of it. Not sure what she did, but I am going to bronze. And now we're going to contour the nose. So on the pictures on Instagram, her nose looks a little more contoured than on the show, but then again, in the show, the lights might have been very bright and washed them out, so we don't know. I'm just gonna contour the way I see it. I'm going to go in between the two dark and medium colors. So I baked under ice, and now we're going to start building up the shapes. This is kind of a fun look. You can see it better on Instagram, but on Instagram it's more blue. And I want to go with the original show colors, the grays. So I'm going to use my scepter, Be Perfect and the Vivian. And it has nice grays here and a very big pan of black and white. So this is the winner for me. So I'm going to go in between these two grays. I'm gonna start building up this kind of a angled look. I'm just gonna take a big brush. You can use any big brush because it's a big area. So for the large area of the forehead, just gonna start building. So I'm going to cut my crease like this, and I'm going to use my flat brush, just adjust up to 3-3. I'm using Beauty Creations white base, Dare to be Bright. It's quite pigmented. So I'm setting this white eyeshadow from the same Vivian palette, Scepter, and we're gonna fix this uneven edges later, because that's not sharp, but I'm gonna use small brush, I'm gonna fix this. It's not gonna be the same as the other side as usual, but you know, nobody's symmetrical. So I'm using a tiny brush with some gray eyeshadow, the same two grays I showed you before. We're gonna just clean up the edges. There are a few ways to clean this. Most likely I'm going to use water activated white liner around later, just like around the sharp edges, just to make sure it's really sharp and angular. For now, this will do. So I blended this with a gray eyeshadow. It's very simple. Now I'm going to start to build the eyelid. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of a neutral blend there, like a light gray and white. So I put more of that white base, the Beauty Creations, just like a very, very easy cut crease. I'm not even sure if she had a cut crease. I made some investigations, but it looks like it's just a blend. I'm gonna make it a little more neater. I'm gonna blend with the grays. I'll probably use a little black too. I'm going to use the same brush that blended the grays here. I'm going to use the Sylvia, the cool tone gray from the same scepter. I'm going to start blending this. She's going to blend the black now. This is the black from the same palette. So now I'm going to put black under my eye in the same manner. I'm not sure she's got white in the waterline. Most likely she does. Colourpop white gel liner in the waterline. Using Shop Miss A eyeliner just because it glides very easy. It's very inexpensive. Kind of reminds me of e.l.f. It has a little shine to it, but I don't care. It makes real nice lines. Okay, it's time for the fun part, for the stars and little gems. She had gems on the face, so that's gonna be the fun part of it. So I'm gonna put some blush. This is Saving the World, Colourpop. It's very peachy, orangey. It's kind of in the same color scheme. Leave me a comment below, guys. Which look do you like more? Her look from a show, like the gray and silver, or the look from Instagram that is blue, it has blue lips And on the show, she has like pink lips, and like it's kind of like a very high fashion editorial. I don't know. I like both, but I like the lips, like very fashiony, kind of smudgy on the show. Looks interesting. Alright, so let's do some dots and a little more gray eyeshadow, white, gems. This is gonna be fun. So I'm gonna take this big brush and I'm gonna dip into the deeper gray. I'm gonna put like a little dot here, a little lighter gray, blend it out. So it's gonna be a background for our star. I already did some here. And for this one, I'm gonna go with NYX because NYX has the most pigmentation. It's like glue, literally. So I love to have a NYX Epic Wear white. So I'm gonna draw those kind of random shapes, stars. It's a little thick, but it's gonna be very pigmented. And I'm gonna do all along the cheek in the same manner. Time to put on some gems, just a little bit of blush glow, and the gem goes in here. I put in kind of iridescent gems to get a little bit of color, but not quite. On the show, I think she just got clear ones, and on Instagram, she had the blue ones, because on Instagram, she's blue. Hey, I'm all blinked out, and I have one in my nose, because I noticed she had one. So the lips are pretty much smudgy, so I'm gonna try to use Profusion Perfect Pout, and this is soft matte lip tint. So it's called Complete, the color. The color is bright, I think. And I might try to use my fingers, because why not? So for the eyelashes, I'm using some random eyelashes, huge ones from AliExpress. And I stacked them on top of the tiny regular lash, because it lifts it a little more. So we're gonna do this on Duo Lash Glue. I don't think I look like Lady Camden a lot, but the look is definitely very similar. So now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do about the aluminum foil. This is not gonna work. I'm gonna have to make it work, or make it look at least halfway decent. So I'm gonna be back, hopefully looking halfway decent. Oh, she's here! Lady Camden is a mirror. I mean, I'm gonna make a lot of noise right now, because I'm gonna tell her right off the bat. This is something I got from my mother-in-law years ago. This is like a thermal wrap, some kind of thermal thing, like if you get stranded on the road and you're cold. My mother-in-law used to send us like odd things like that. Now it comes handy, because this is my huge color. And of course I've got aluminum foil on my head. I decorated it with flowers. These are the flowers I bought for this house, especially because when we were moving here, I was excited. I wanted to have everything silver and white. So I got silver flowers. So that's what we got. Aluminum foil and the flowers. And I put gems on my ears, like a real big ones. I think she had like small, like a tiny earrings like this. So there we have it. I mean, I think it looks kind of like that. If you squint from like a real far, if you really squint, it's gonna look like yeah, and I'm wearing my leggings on the bottom, of course. So what do you guys think? As usual, at the end, it all comes together. I'm feeling it. My friend Alexander says it's gonna look terrible. Aluminum foil is gonna look terrible. I don't know. It probably does look terrible, but you know, this is like a campy, playful look. So, you know, I have a right to look terrible. And somehow my lips look bigger from this smudgy thing. And Lady Camden's mouth was real small, but I kind of like this, the lip. You know, just like for a regular look, it looks cute. Smudgy, but cute. So let me know what you think. Who do you think should have won this episode? I think it was a fair win. I liked her performance. She was brilliant and she's a great dancer too. So bravo, Lady Camden. Congratulations for winning this episode. So leave me a comment as usual, like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and also go live some Mondays. So follow me on social media, the links are down below, as well as my Patreon group. So a huge thank you to all my patrons. Thank you so much guys for your support. I love you all and thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next fabulous video. Bye! Bye!